Surface area of a prism. Make sure you have your guided notes, and remember, you can pause this video at any time. Surface area. It's the total area of the surface of a three-dimensional object. For example, a cube has 6 faces. If we wanted to find the surface area, we find the area of each face, which is a square. So we can multiply the length times the width, and then multiply that by 6 because there are 6 sides. Let's look at the surface area of a prism. A net is a 2D representation of a solid. It's like taking the 3D object and unfolding it. Let's use the net to find the surface area. Pause the video and see if you can find the area of the front or the back, the area of the sides, and the area of the bases. Okay, how'd you do? The area of the front I can see is 15 by 20. The area of the sides are 8 by 20. And the area of the base is 15 by 8. So when I multiply these, I get a total of 300, 160, and 120. But there are 6 sides, a front and a back, 2 sides, and 2 bases. So I'm going to add them up to find the area of the total prism, 1,160. We can also use a formula. See if you can identify the base and the height of the prism. The height is 20 millimeters, and the base is an 8 by 15 millimeter rectangle. We are going to use this formula: 2 times the base, it's going to be the area of the base, plus the perimeter of the base times the height. If this seems a little confusing, let's break it down. Here's our steps. Make sure you record this in your notes. The area of our base we can find by multiplying length times width. 15 times 8 equals 120. The perimeter we can find by adding up the lengths and the widths. 46. Now, let's identify the height. 20 millimeters. Circle those 3 pieces of information. The area of the base is 120, the perimeter is 46, and the height is 20. Those are the key pieces of information to solve this problem using the formula. If we multiply 2 times the area of the base, which is 120, plus the perimeter, which we found was 46, times the height, we get a surface area of 1,160. And that's what we had before. Turn your guided notes over to try the next example. Remember, the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. We're going to use a net to find the surface area of a triangular prism. If we were to unfold this triangular prism, we can find the area of each of the 3 rectangles and the 2 triangles. Here's our steps. Let's find the area of the sides, the bases, and the front or backs. We have to add up all the areas, and we get 404 meters squared. Let's try it using our formula. We need to identify the base of this figure. Now, this is going to get tricky because when I say base, I'm going to use it in 2 different ways. When I'm talking about the base of a prism, the top is also called the base. You should be able to stand it up on the bottom And if it's parallel, it should have a parallel face. So can you find two faces of this triangular prism that are the same? Hopefully you were thinking the triangles. Those are technically our bases. There are two of them. So 1/2 the base times height, now I'm talking about the bottom of the triangle, that 9 feet. So it can be kind of confusing. So when I have the bottom base of the triangle, 9 feet, the height is 6, I can find the area of the triangle, where the perimeter is just all 3 sides added up. Do you see the lengths of each side? The base of the triangle is 9 feet, but each side is 8 feet. I didn't know if you caught that. This is not an equilateral triangle, it's an isosceles. So if I add up 8 plus 9 plus 8, I get 25. Can you identify the height? It's not 6. Remember, it's the height of the 3D figure. 14. Circle those 3 pieces of information in your notes. 27 is the base, the perimeter is 25, and the height is 14. Let's plug those into our formula. 2 times the area of the base, 27, plus the perimeter, 14, times the height, oh, I said that wrong, the height's 14, times the perimeter, 25, and we get that 404, which we had before. I want you to try some of these on your own. You can do it either way. Use the formula or find the area of each face and add them up. It's up to you. Pause the video and check your answers. Try to fix any mistakes and come to class with questions tomorrow.